Hi, I'm Erica Larson, and today we're going to talk about how the four personalities communicate. So often in life, our problems are usually because we feel misunderstood or we get angry at someone because of something they did, and so we're all wired differently. And today I'm going to talk about communication, how vital it is. So I'm only going to talk about one personality style. I'll do 4 different videos, and yes, I'll be wearing the same thing, so don't get confused. And today I'm going to talk about how the supporters communicate. So remember, there's 4 personality styles, and you can go to my website, ericalarson.com, and you can find all kinds of downloadable information and videos. I have a video library on there. So the supporters are all about nurturing and caring for people. That is their primary role in life. Then we have the promoters, and promoters are all about bringing action and fun to the world. They're the ones that tell the best jokes, so we want those around, and they make us laugh. Then we have the planners. Planners do just that. They plan every detail, and they are the work bees of the world. And finally, we have the thinkers. And they're all very self-explanatory. Thinkers are the analytical people, and they are the ones that are change agents that are always looking to improve upon things. But today we're going to talk about communication, starting with a supporter. So supporters are all about people and relationships and fostering growth, both in themselves and in others. When they communicate, they're very polite, and the attention is always focused on the person that they're trying to establish a relationship with. That comes first and foremost for them, is relationship, because that is their core value. So I'm going to just go through a few words that describe the supporter's communication style. They're friendly. Very relaxed approach, non-threatening, very gentle, polite, and enthusiastic in every conversation. They like to be acknowledged, and they acknowledge others as well. They're very good at that. They readily greet others with a kind word, a handshake, smile, or a hug. These are the huggers of the world. Some of us are not, but these people are. They often will start a conversation with a question, like, how are you doing, in their conversation, or a comment about something. They're very helpful. They're energized by helping others, and so they will offer their assistance if that comes up in a conversation. They take time to connect with you. Because relationships are their number 1 priority in life, they will not be rushed when they're trying to connect with you. Especially in sales or in business, they're not going to do business with you unless you take the time to connect with them first. They read people well, and they're like a chameleon. They will change to become more like you and adapt their style to the person they're conversing with. They express their feelings and emotions. They speak with feeling and emotion. So sometimes if someone is crying, they'll often cry with you. Or if you're laughing, they'll laugh with you. They wear their hearts on their sleeve. They see the best in everyone. They're super optimistic and always see the best in situations, and will give people the benefit of the doubt and another chance. These are the people you can hurt them and they'll forgive you time and time again, almost to a fault sometimes, but they stand by the people in their lives. They also have a good nature and are gifted at finding something good to say about everyone. They foster peace and harmony. They will do their very best to sidestep any kind of conflict. They hate conflict. And they don't like negative talk. And so they will sidestep that to ensure that there's harmony, and they'll try to change the subject even, or get you more on a positive thought pattern. They're very empathetic. They have this innate ability to just enter another person's world and feel and experience it with them. And they often adapt and make decisions based on the desires and needs of other people rather than what they want. They're also very creative, and they have great imaginations, and they're highly creative, and they will welcome a conversation with anyone on almost any topic, and love discussing ideas and insights and concepts that pertain to people, the human condition, and the future. They're indirect. They don't like people that are blunt or loud or rude. And so when they convey information and experiences, their explanations may seem lengthy and challenging. Sometimes they get into telling stories about everything and they don't miss any detail. And some of us, like in particular the promoters, get really impatient with them and want to finish their sentences for them. And of course that's going to upset them. And they also say sorry a lot, and even though it's not their fault. And so they're often seem apologetic when they ask for something or make a request. Sorry to interrupt, or sorry about this. And it's a bit of a challenge for them because they don't need to be sorry about it, but that's a word they often use. They also read between the lines. They're very attentive listeners, but they rely on their instincts and their intuition, which is really, really built into their DNA. They have stronger intuition than any of the other 3 personality styles. And so they will, so often they can determine what's really going on before you say anything. And they look behind the actions and the words to deeper meaning and the true intentions of what you're saying. They're really quick to detect anything that's phony or is a lie, and are very good at discerning false motives and actions behind people. And you know what? I have known these people they know things about a person before they even open their mouth, whether they trust them or not. So that intuition is really strong for them. They're also very personal. They enjoy sharing stories, especially about personal aspects of their life, and they make it easy to get to know them, who they really are. They like it when you keep it real. They express acceptance, appreciation, and affection for others genuinely and effortlessly. That's because they're all about relationships. They're polite and compassionate, rarely interrupt, and they'll first check with you. Is it okay to talk right now? Like, they're just so caring and nurturing that way. But their focus will always be on relationships, on harmony, and on people feeling comfortable around them. And they nod and respond when they're talking to you, so that you know that, like they're listening, because they're great listeners. But they will dig in their heels and put up walls and become very stubborn when their values have been violated. And so threatening language would only be used if they felt betrayed or endangered in some way. So how they listen, they're awesome listeners. They listen to what the speaker needs and what they can do to help. So remember, when you're conversing with them, that's what they're listening for. They listen deeply and assess the speaker's values and see if they are in alignment with their own. Supporters will give the speaker the benefit of the doubt if they feel the person is sincere and has a caring attitude towards other people. So no message will be fully understood and accepted if the relationship is not established first. Things they like to talk about a number of things, but personal relationships, family, human condition issues, that kind of thing, ideas, insights, and concepts, because they're so creative, feel-good stories. They also love art, so art and creative pursuits, those are topics they like to talk about. Their children and families, spiritual matters or self-development, healthy living, and outdoor nature adventures, because these people need the outdoors to feel balanced, and it's very, very important for them. It's what rejuvenates them. So if you are a supporter, these are some communication tips for you to take into account. Practice saying no to favors when they're asked of you. you don't always have time. And so don't let people pressure you. They're so accustomed to you coming to their aid, but don't let that deter you from saying no if something isn't going to work for you. It's a real challenge, I know, but that's something you can practice. Eliminate the drama in conversations when you need others to take you more seriously. And avoid taking on guilt or negative emotions of others. Don't take everything personally. Work to be objective and ask for clarification or intentions behind what is said. Sometimes if somebody says something, you take it as criticism, but it could be to help you. So be open to constructive feedback without putting up your defenses. Don't make people guess what you need. You're so accustomed to taking care of everybody else's needs, but don't make people guess what your needs are. Instead, speak up and let your needs be known. You are valuable just like everybody else. We're all equal in this world. There's no personality better than anybody else. So just speak up. Stop apologizing for everything, especially saying I'm sorry when it's not your fault. So those are some tips. I'm going to do another video, and it will be about how promoters communicate, and we'll go through all 4 personalities. So to get these videos, you can go to YouTube. You can go to my Facebook page, which has a lot of content that you can learn all about the 4 personality styles and how they behave and what their preferences are and how they communicate. It's Erika with a K, E-R-I-K-A, and Larson, LARSSON.com, ErikaLarson.com. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you'll follow me more and listen to how promoters communicate, because all our issues in life are about communication. And so when you learn about the 4 personality styles and the issues that each one faces, it'll make life a lot more easy to navigate.